In this video, I'm going to talk about cropping for an unusual size. So what we're going to do is first, before we even crop, I would suggest you go to image size. This is a panoramic, so it's going to be quite long, and then depending on how high it is, just the proportion won't be like an original ratio or anything. So for example, my image is already cropped, but let's pretend it wasn't, and it was a random number here. Okay, and then a random number here. But I can look at it and I can see that it's close to 6 by 17 or 6 by 17 and a half. My rule is that you have to crop in half inches or full inches, and any combination is okay, but it has to be half inches or full inches. So I remember those numbers, 17.5 by 6, and I can hit cancel. Okay, then I can go to the crop tool, and remember that's the C key. At the top of the screen, you want to make sure you are in width, height, and resolution. Don't forget you have to enter all three of those numbers. So these three boxes here are those values. This is width, so let's just say I was going to do 17 IN and then 6 IN. You cannot forget about the resolution, which is 300. Okay, so I can play with these numbers. Let's say I want it to be a little bit more narrow, so I get the rule of thirds more from the grid. So perhaps I reduce this a little bit. Okay, I can play around with it. It has to be much longer than it is high for the landscape project specifically. But other unusual sizes, you can just play with different proportions. Okay, I can also move around the crop, and I can pay attention to the rule of thirds as I'm doing that. You don't always have to use the rule of thirds, but it is a good guideline a lot of times. I can drag the crop in, and I can turn the crop if my photo's crooked. The one thing I should not do is drag the crop outside my photo. This random strip becomes part of the final photo, and you don't want that. Okay. So you're going to position it the way you want it, get the numbers in that you want, and then you're going to hit the check mark. Don't forget after you do that crop to make sure that you save so you don't lose any of your work. And that's it for this video.